What's up, guys? My name is SuperJEROMEJ. This is episode number 11, or the season 1 finale of my Fulham career mode in FIFA 19. Now this is going to be a very short episode. Now, in the last one I kind of saw that we cannot go hard. We cannot, we can go like, I don't know, like place-wise, but we cannot get relegated, we cannot get into Europe. So what I'm going to do is set up a second team and some other 3 games that are left in this season. And after that, do a squad report and stuff like that. I'm gonna use this team for the last 3 games. So Santoro, Mariani, Costa, Petek, Zupan, Lombardi, Chiara, Aguiar, Lindelof, Giordano and Fabrizio on goal, and then just some players on the bench, nothing too special. We'll probably lose all 3 games, but whatever. We have the first one against Wolves away. We'll lose 2-0. We can do some squad training, and the rest is now 83 rated. We have the next game against Cardiff City. We are at home and we actually get a 1-0 win. Kearney scores. Okay, the last game is against Newcastle United, using the same team, of course. Let's see if we can get the same result. It's a 0-0, fine with me. Okay, we have come to the end of the season, and it's always, of course, time for a nice little squad report. So we're gonna start off with Fabrizio, the goalkeeper. He hasn't played a lot, 6 games for him, 3 clean sheets though, which is pretty good. Rodak has been out on loan and has grown by 1. Sergio Rico has grown by 1. Only 9 clean sheets in 42 games. That is a big concern. So Silvia Quiroga has been out on loan and has gone to 68, so that's very good. Fosu Mensah will go back to Manchester United. We might sign him next season for permanent, we'll see how it goes, but he got 1 assist in 35 games and has grown by 2. Cyrus Christie, let's see how many, again 9 clean sheets, so Cyrus Christie up by 2, 1 assist in 15 games for him. Eligio Jara is up by 3, played 4 games. Aguiar up by 13, holy shit. Played only 9 games, but next season I think he's gonna be more of a first teamer. Steven Sessegnon, I'm not sure if that's the brother Ryan or not, but anyways, up by 3, hasn't played. Lindelof up by 1 only. We haven't trained him, that might be the reason. 1 goal in 40 games. Alfie Mawson up by 5, and we were training him, so that's a big difference. Anyways, he was up by 5, 2 goals for him in 37 games. Should score, he had 3 clear headers in the FA Cup semi-finals against Chelsea. Scored none. Really would wish there was a number 3 and that he would score there, but okay. Anyways, Callum Chambers up by 2, 13 games for him. Jello is on loan, up by 1. Odoi stayed the same, played 5 games. Aaron Davis hasn't played but grown by 2. Lenz has grown by 3, hasn't played. Brian played a handful of games, 20, got 1 goal, 1 assist, and is up by 1 as well. Giordano up by 1 in 3 games. Frank Zangbo-Anguissa has been pretty decent, 26 games, 1 goal, 2 assists for him, up by 5. Tom Kearney, 5 goals, 7 assists in 40 games, has stayed the same. Jean-Michel Seri, up by 1, 41 games, 5 goals, 6 assists. Mario Götze up by 1, 6 goals, 8 assists in 35 games. Edun is out on loan, up by 2. Johansen stayed the same, got 2 goals, 2 assists in 17 games. Srečko Zupan, 6 games for him and up by 4. Matt O'Reilly up by 4, hasn't played. Schürrle stayed the same and will go back to wait, where's he loaned from? Is it Borussia Mönchengladbach? No, Borussia Dortmund, isn't? Yeah, I think it's from Borussia von Dortmund. Anyways, he has stayed the same, 8 goals, 3 assists in 36 games. Mariani played 3 games, up by 1. De La Torre is on loan, up by 2. Francois is up by 3 on loan. Lombardi up by 2, played 3 games. Petek up by 4, played 9 games, got 1 goal, 3 assists, that's pretty decent. Matteo Costa, 4 games for him, up by 3. Castellitz up by 5, played 2 games. David Neres, 10 goals, 4 assists, 36 games for him and is up by 4. Tim Abraham up by 2, hasn't played. Thompson up by 3, hasn't played. Woodrow up by 1, hasn't played. Santoro up by 4, 3 goals in 9 games and 1 assist as well. This is pretty good. That's 1 assist as well. That's pretty good. Matias Hochevra up by 2. Rui Fonte stayed the same on loan. Luciano Veto is up by 1. We'll go back to Atletico de Madrid, I think, after, of course, ending the season. 28 games, 4 assists, 5 goals for him. Sorry, 4 goals, 5 assists. Abubakar Kamara played pretty good, up by 2. 24 games, 7 goals, 2 assists. Humphries up by 3 on loan. Adebayo up by 3 on loan. Mitrovic, I think he was actually one of my favorite players this season, up by 4. 16 goals, 4 assists in 41 games. Kebano really hasn't performed well for me, but is up by 1, got 2 goals, 1 assist. This guy is up by 2 on loan, and Ryan Sessegnon up by 4, 2 goals, 3 assists. So now it's time for the awards, I guess. So, for the best player, I would go with Aleksandar Mitrovic, the Serb, 24 years old, scored, I think, the most goals for us, hasn't he? It says 16, let's just go up and go goals. Yes, the most goals for him. Scored 11 in the Premier League. I think the only player with 2-digit numbers in the Premier League for us. Yes, he really played good. I was very, very, how could I say, satisfied with him. Let's go for the worst player or the most disappointing one. You know, I could go the worst and say like someone who hasn't played the game, but I'm going to say who was the most disappointing one. And the most disappointing one would be Kebano. I was hoping he would be a very good left winger, but I really preferred Kamara as a left winger. And this guy played 21 games, this guy played 24 games, Kamara. And look at the difference, 7 goals, 2 assists, 2 goals, 1 assist. So it just, I don't know, he felt better. For the young player of the year, I would go for Nicola Santoro. Played 9 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, and really surprised me. He was played a lot in that right wing spot. I don't think he ever played. I think he played only once in a striker's position, and it was after mid game. You know, he started off as a right winger, then changing to the center, started to the striker. Now for the best signings, I think we signed who? Neres, Lindelof, and Goods, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have 3 players. Now the worst would have to go for Lindelof, because our defense was absolutely fucking shocking. 9 clean sheets in 40 games is just not good enough, and I think we conceded really a lot of goals. So yeah, the worst would have to be Lindelof, and the best, I think I would go for David Neres. He hasn't really set fire on the Premier League, but he has been decent, you know, scored a few good goals from that right wing position. Götze was decent as well. I mean, even Lindelof, he wasn't awful, but just let me just check how many goals we conceded in the Premier League. I think I can see it over here. Goal against 69. That is quite a lot. I think that's the most in the Premier League, yeah. We had the worst defense of the Premier League. Huddersfield Town at the last place had 64, we have 69. You know, we have at least outscored quite a lot of other teams. We only had 1 less than like Wolves, who were in 7th. 2 less than Everton, you know. But our defense has let us down in this season. We had a minus 19 goal difference. I don't think that's good enough, you know. So yeah, sadly I would have to say that Kyle Lindelof was the worst signing, because yeah, just, I don't know, hasn't really worked out. Now let's take a look around the world, and also of course in our season, in our league. So player stats. So in the Premier League, the top scorer was Salah. Let's see if we have anyone in here. We might have, I think, yes, Neres with 9, and it should be yes, Mitrovic with 11 goals. That's pretty decent. Assists, we have Götze in 7th with 7. Kearney at 12 with 6. I think that's it. Clean sheets, I'm not even gonna bother with that, I think. Although we might, yeah, we have Rico in number 12 with 6 clean sheets. It's not actually that bad. I don't know. That doesn't really matter. Let's just take a look at the FA Cup. We were there quite some time. So Mkhitaryan was the top scorer. We have anyone there? I don't think so. Then we have assists. We have Johansson with 2 clean sheets. Kepa with 4. We have Fabrizio with 1. But yeah, that, you know, their stuff doesn't do that. Let's go to other leagues. So in the Österreichische Bundesliga, Austria won it. Don't. Oh, sorry. In the Pro League, it was Anderlecht. Superliga Copenhagen. Championship, it was Middlesbrough who's coming up. So let's see who's coming up with them. Stoke City and one of the Nottingham Forest, Derby County, Leeds and Norwich. And EFL League 1, oh good, Sunderland's coming up. League 2 doesn't matter too much. So in France, Paris Saint-Germain only by 1 point, that's interesting. Bundesliga, FC Bayern of course, oh that's a big difference as well. Hamburg is going up and Köln as well, I think, or do they have to go in the... I think in Bundesliga, in the first, of course, league, the last one goes straight down and the pre-last one plays the second from the Bundesliga too? I'm not sure. But anyways, Hamburg is surely going up. That doesn't matter too much. In Serie A, Juventus won. Eredivisie, Feyenoord. Liga NOS, Benfica in Portugal. Scottish Premier League, Rangers won it. La Liga, Real Madrid wins. Super League, it's Fenerbahce. Let's see if we have any others from the Europe. I think I actually went through all, didn't I? Liga do Brazil. No, that's paid competition. It's fair. Okay, yeah, we're around. Okay, let's now. Where can I see standings? I think if I go to standings and then I can choose. Yeah, the Super Cup. It was won by Real Madrid. Champions League, Real Madrid as well. Against Atletico Madrid in both games, it was Real who triumphed. And we have UEFA Europa League, where Spurs have won. Very interesting. Now, that's it for this season. Let's just take a look at our goals. So, youth development, we signed 2 players to our youth academy, but didn't grow them by 10 points and played in 5 matches. Brand exposure, we've done that. Financial, we had a 30 million profit, that's good. Domestic success, we've done both. They want us to finish mid-table, 10th positions, kinda right in the middle. So FA Cup, reached the round of 16 stage. We went to the semi-finals, which was pretty good, and we had no continental success. And now we can end the season. Okay, so end of the season review. We've come to the end of the season. The board could not be happier with performance so far. Thank you very much. Okay, we are in the new season, so let's take a look who has come up to the Premier League. Should have stayed down, I guess. So Middlesbrough, Nottingham Forest, and Stoke City. I actually didn't even see Stoke City. I was like, Stoke City is in the Premier League already, isn't it? No, but they were down this last season, or this season in real life. Let's just simulate one day forward, so we get all the players back. I mean, we get them in our team from. Also, okay, this we got it from pre-contracts. We go for the one with the most money. Let's take a look how much money we got. 61 million, and we can of course hire that a bit with our what's it called? Pre-season tournament. Now I have loaned out a few players. So Zupan has left the club, Chiara has left the club, Petek, Davies, and we have 3 pre-contract arrivals. So Strakosha, what is that one? Strakosha, Hazard, and Rabiot, of course. You have to go. Holy shit, he's 85 rated, man. Adrian Rabiot is fucking 85 rated, and he's coming in for Kearney, which is a bit sad, I guess, because he's our club captain, but he'll be on the bench, that's for sure. Now, Thorgan Hazard. Why is Schürrle still here? Is Schürrle here for 2 seasons? Well, I don't care, because Hazard is going to be playing up there anyways. And then we have Strakosha. Now, please don't say Rico is here now. Okay, of course. Strakosha in. He's a lot younger than Fabrizio. Of course, have these guys on the bench. Johansson will have to go off the bench. Aguiar might be on it, I think. And also Schürrle gets on the bench for now if he's really staying with us. But I don't think... I don't know. Vieta, of course, has also left, you know. But for now, this is the team that I want to be using. Of course, we need a new right back, that's for sure. And after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. But that is, of course, for the next episode, because that's going to be the Season 2 episode number 1. We have Napoli, Leverkusen, and Valencia. Oh, that's a very, very tough group in our International Cup. But that's it how it is. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, you know, where we finished up the first season. So, till the next time, peace.